but last class I given. Please check that how much completed. What mention about so Friday and electros. My voice or not? Karthik? Hello, Karthik? Who is the seeker host? May I know, please? Who is the seeker's host? May I know? But anyway, your signal is not that much good. A little bit active mode, be active mode. Huh? Just we are on, then we are going outside means maybe again this will disconnect. So that's why please be in active mode. Maybe sometime it will disconnect also. When they're disconnected again, you are logging, it will take 10 to 20 minutes. Instead of that one, if you are allow me that one means immediately, then you can continue. Okay. What is the last class we discussed? Okay, what we discussed last class? Okay, fine. I think you don't like to respond. Let's take this the homework. Who are not responding? Only Deepika respond. Remaining all people. Write only sidings 20 times, sir. Write side headings. What we covered still now? Electrochemistry sidings. Okay. And write 20 times. Then you can remember easily what we covered. Clear? Write sidings 20 times. At least we have to know what we covered last class. That is a minimum thing, sir. When we are asking, please try to respond that one. Immediately when I entered in the class, just type that SMS and leave. Got it? Okay, types of electrodes I mentioned. Now, what have we done? All electrolysis. Suppose you are doing aqueous NaOH electrolysis in presence of inert electrodes. In presence of net electrodes. So aqueous means we can get here NaOH. It will dissociate Na plus OH minus. And water also is there. It's also dissociate H plus OH minus. Now at anode oxidation, at cathode reduction. So I given already NaOH, CuSO4, MgCl to all these things. So already I given last class. And then fine. So H plus going to be discharge and OH minus going to be discharge. Clear? So this all these are in presence of inert electrodes. If I am taking active electrodes, that active electrode going to be participate in the electrolysis. For example, copper active electrode means copper rod is there here, and this is CuSO4 solution. This is copper. You may can take any solution, sir. Cu2 plus should be there or Cu plus and whatever that is. I'm taking, for example, CuSO4 solution. Anything you can take, doesn't matter here. So if you are taking here CuSO4 aqueous electrolysis in presence of copper active electrode. Please note down that point. It will dissociate. You will get Cu2 plus SO4 2 minus. Aqueous means water also can dissociate H plus OH minus. So in presence of active electrodes means at anode, this is fixer. Whatever you are taking active electrode, that's going to be participate. Active means itself, this is going to be participate at anode. Cu2 plus converted into, wait, I will give clearly. First write cathode reaction, that's everyone you understood easily. After that anode reaction I can write. Cathode reduction takes place. Is it clear? At cathode reduction takes place. Anyway, Cu2 plus is the, that's why that's going to be participate. Cu2 plus 2 electrons gives rise Cu. Any doubt here? Next, at anode. Cu plus SO4 2 minus. Gives rise CuSO plus 2. It may can dissociate again Cu2 plus SO4 minus. You can observe it one at anode reaction. What happened? This is Cu0 oxidation number. This is plus 2 here. So who lost electrons? Copper only, not sulfate ion. Sulfate ion doesn't lose electrons. Only copper only losing electrons. Net equation, net reaction. Cu gives rise Cu2 plus 2 electrons. This is when active electrode we are taking, sir. Active electrode. When you are taking active electrode, then this the reaction can occur. What's the final reaction? Net equation. Add cathode reaction Cu plus electrons gives rise Cu. Anode reaction Cu gives rise Cu2 plus 2 electrons. So which is same, that's I can cancel each other. Okay. So net reaction, whatever, how much copper is dissolving at anode, that much only going to be deposited at cathode. Understood? Let's see, at anode reaction, this is at anode, copper is giving 2 electrons. That 2 electrons taken by cathode copper. That's going to be happen. Finally. So you can write very simply here. Let's see, at anode, how much copper is gives 2 electrons? That 2 electrons only gained by cathode copper. Please check into here, sir. Very simple. Cathode reaction, we are getting these 2 electrons from anode. Who is the anode here? Copper. Copper giving electrons. Electron is given by copper 2 plus at cathode, then reduction takes place. Reduction takes place. So next I am writing AC active electrode. Whatever AC electrode, active electrodes, we can take simply. At anode, this is fixed. Az gives rise Az plus electron. Whatever metal we are taking active electrodes, that's we can lose electron, that is the oxidation at anode. Zinc active electrode. What you will get, sir, here? Zn gives rise Zn plus 2 electrons. So whatever electrodes that can act as anode, that is the point you have to understand here. Understood? Please note these 2 points. Whatever you are taking active electrodes, that's going to be participate at anode that can lose electrons. That is the only 1 point you have to note it down. Once completed, you make and send completed, then we will continue our discussion. To the back here. Here you can see, sir. I am writing finally this conclusion with copper electrode conclusion I am writing. This is same for everywhere. How much copper dissolved at anode? You can see, sir. Okay. Number of gram equivalents of copper dissolved at anode equal to yes, I will explain again, please wait. So here how much copper deposited at anode? Copper is dissolving, that is the reason we are getting Cu2 plus aqueous. That much only copper going to be deposited at cathode equal to number of, I wrote, please note down this fully sentence. Number of gram equivalents of copper deposited at cathode. First note down this point, and I can apply for another example also. Please one more example. If that sentence is completed, let me that one. We'll discuss one more example properly. Then you can try to answer. Noted down the sentence. Number of gram equivalents of copper dissolved at anode equal to number of gram equivalents of copper deposited at cathode. See, and one more example. ZnSO4 solution, aqueous ZnSO4 solution, electrolysis. Okay, aqueous ZnSO4 solution, electrolysis. In presence of active electrode. Active electrode. Right, sir. So here at anode reaction, oxidation, at cathode reaction. At anode, oxidation. So which is going to be participate, sir, at active electrode? Zinc only active electrode here. Now which is going to be participate here? Before that, what is the ions present here? First you can find aqueous means both is present. ZnSO4 gives rise Zn2 plus SO4 2 minus. Water also present. Clear. Now come to the back. At anode oxidation takes place. At anode oxidation, which is going to be takes place zinc, which is active electrode here, zinc. So that's only you can write simply whatever blindly you can write whatever I'm giving. Zn gives rise Zn2 plus 2 electrons. Blindly you can write at anode oxidation. Don't take any other anion, OH minus sulfate ion. Don't take anything. Just take which is the electrode I given. At cathode, Zn2 plus 2 electrons. Gives rise Zn. Clear. So this is the equation. Now what's your doubt? Please check it here. Example. Yes, this condition for only active electrodes only. There Cu2 plus ion is there. No? That should be here. Actually, Zn2 plus is there. That going to be deposited at electrode. Previously Cu2 plus, now Zn2 plus. Clear? When active electrode, this is the processor. When active electrodes, this is the process. In active electrodes, water is not participate. That is you need to understand finally. In active electrodes, water is not participating. There is a point you can catch it. Understood? In the case of inert electrodes, suppose platinum you are taking, here the anion is going to be participate here. First clarity. Just a minute. At active electrodes, zinc is the anode I'm taking, so that's going to be oxidation takes place. So here water is not participating in active cases. In new, which is inert electrodes, in that cases water is going to be participate because zinc is not there in that cases. Just ZnSO4 solution is present. Means this is the electrolysis we are taking. Here only ZnSO4 solution is present. Two electrodes is there. In these two electrons there is no zinc anything. These are platinum electrodes. Okay, but in the case of electrodes, I'm taking here one is copper rod, other one is zinc. Okay, you can take any one electrode. Here, other one there may be other electrode there is, but one electrode should be zinc is there. In the case of previous, both are platinum electrodes. Okay. Now here also you can write how much zinc is dissolved at anode equal to how much zinc is deposited at anode. So final reaction is zinc dissolving at anode and depositing at cathode. That is the final point. Make and write number of gram equivalents of zinc dissolved at anode. How much is zinc dissolved? That many electrons I can get. That electrons going to be takes place, which is here. Solution is there, sir. ZnSO4 solution. Right? Don't think that one the Zn2 plus is Zn2 plus is same. Are you getting my point? So which is Zn2 plus is solution. We are getting Zn2 plus is solution. That is from solution. Which is depositing at this electrode is, that is solution. From ZnSO4 solution going to be deposit. The zinc electrode which is there given, that's just Zn2 plus we get. Both are separated by one diaphragm. Both are not connected each other. So this compartment is ZnSO4 solution. This compartment is Zn. Simply Zn solution. That will come here. Both are separate. Mix each other. Which we are getting here Zn2 plus ion, that won't be deposited at cathode. That is separate. This is separate. So here we are getting all Zn2 plus ions you will get here only, which is they contain here Zn2 plus ion that going to be deposited at electrodes. So this type of setup, both are separated each other. This is one electrode, this is one electrode. Here maybe can assume ZnSO4 solution. It contain all Zn2 plus answer. This is only zinc rod. You may can take here also solution, maybe Zn Cl2 whatever that is. Okay, solution. Okay. Here also Z plus is there. But these both are separated each other. You can't mix each other. This is connected through electrical extra circuit. When reaction takes place, this zinc rod can release electrons. That electrons can move through wire. This is zinc, sir. Anode. Zinc lose electrons. Zn2 plus electrons. These electrons is moving continuously, then reaches up to here. Here Zn2 plus coming to this part. Then they deposit. So here slowly all the zinc is depositing. This rod is there that slowly converted into percent. Okay, this is process. Always occurs like this way. Zinc here losing electrons. Here one electrode is there that can get electrons. Zinc plus is attracted. But these trees are separated each other. They never mix each other, sir. They never mix. So right here, next point. What is that point? Continue that one. Number of gram equivalents of zinc dissolved at anode. Here, sir, how much dissolved? That's equal to. Can continue that one, sir. Number of equivalents of zinc deposited at cathode. That is the only point you have to keep in mind. Array, I am reading that one. Please note down. Number of gram equivalents of zinc dissolved at anode equal to number of gram equivalents of zinc dissolved at anode equal to number of equivalents of zinc deposited at cathode. This sentence you noted down, everyone. Number of gram equivalents of zinc dissolved at anode equal to number of gram equivalents of zinc deposited at cathode. How many electrons provided anode? That much zinc only deposited at cathode. If you are not sending electrons, that won't be deposit. Ganesh, I will try to write my best. Okay. So whenever active electrodes is there, which is I am taking active electrodes, that's only takes place in the reaction at anode only. Clear? Now come to the back. Make a note down. This is the table. Right, sir. Product of electrolysis of some electrolytes. Note down this table. There are only 4 minutes time, sir, to write this table. If any term you are not understanding, please you can ask. I'll tell that one. Products of electrolysis of some electrolytes. If any term you are not understanding, please you may can mention the chat box. Again, I will read out again. Otherwise, I will write. First one, aqueous NaCl, platinum or graphite is the electrode. Means these are inert electrodes. Which I mentioned, platinum or graphite is the inert electrode. Inert electrode. At inert electrodes common, sir, you have to follow discharge potential theory. You have to follow preferential discharge potential theory. Aqueous NaCl means at anode is Cl2. This is the anode reaction. I am getting here Cl2, sir. Because aqueous means you will get OH minus and Cl minus, which is the first one. Cl is going to be deposit. At cathode, here H plus is going to be reaction takes place, sir. H plus. Because H plus and Na plus, which is the preferential discharge potential theory, according to that. H. So H is the product. Here fused means you can take only Na plus and Cl minus. So Na plus, sorry, at anode, na, anode is Cl minus, same thing. 2 Cl minus, you will get Cl2 plus 2 electrons. Here Na plus 2 electrons gives rise to Na. Electrons should be match each other, whatever you are doing. So aqueous means again preferential discharge potential theory. Preferential discharge potential theory you can follow. Because all these are PT and graphite is the inert electrodes. First note down all these things little bit fast. I mention here copper active electrode, sir. Copper is the active electrode, means copper only will deposit. Means Cu gives rise. So here also same thing. With the wrote copper electrode, you can write, sir, copper active electrode. Cu is Cu2 plus 2 electrons. But here copper only going to be deposit. Note down. If completed, you can send through chat box. Completed, then you can go further concept. Let's try actually other section. I didn't give an answers also. Okay, they only write. So for you, I wrote answers also. You can check it. You can practice these equations later. Right, next slide. Quantitative aspects of electrolysis. Next slide, write it. Quantitative aspects of electrolysis. Note down siding. Right, quantitative means amount. So still now we done qualitatively means what we are getting products. If we are sending electricity from outside, assume any one of the case, above case you can take. How much substance depositing at electrodes? That's we are going to be calculated. That is a quantitative. You got it meaning? Quantitative means suppose zinc is there here Zn2 plus. After sending electricity, how much zinc is going to be deposited at the electrode? How much zinc is depositing? That's I am going to be calculate. That's we called quantitative. You got it? Meaning means quantitative means amount. We done electrolysis simply. What's the product, anode and cathode we calculated. Now my question is, I am sending suppose 1 Faraday or 2 Faraday some electricity. How much substance depositing at electrodes, cathode and anode? Above cases, anyone you can take. Even O2 and Ag we are getting, sir. In above case, ninth one you can take. Ninth one. I am sending 2 Faraday electricity. How much O2 will deposit? How much AC can deposit? That's I'm going to be calculate. That is we called quantitative aspects of electrolysis. You got it? Meaning, quantity meaning how much we are depositing. Till now we got what is the products at anode and cathode, and finally how much we are going to be getting by passing some amount of electricity. This is quantitative. Okay, this we call quantitative. Come to the back, sir. Very simple. This is all these things. Not difficult. Right. 1 Faraday. Please write. 1 Faraday equal to 1 mole of electrons. 1 Faraday equal to 1 mole of electron charge. You make a multiply. 1 mole means value. You know that one. Avogadro number. Charge of electron. You know that one. I substitute. We can calculate. We will get accurate value is 96487 coulombs. But approximately we are taking for proper 96500 coulombs. 96500 coulombs. So 1 Faraday equal to all these things are information. 1 Faraday equal to either you can write 96500 coulombs or 1 mole of electron charge. Both are correct only. Once completed, you may can say completed. We can move further. Faraday I am providing. Faraday meaning I am providing every case. Array, you may can get other textbooks or other teacher they will provide. 1 Faraday means 96500 coulombs, that is constant. But how we are getting constant also we provided. Sir. How we are getting 96500 also I provided by using 1 mole of electron charge is Faraday. So now we are going to discuss about equivalent weight. Is there one concept? Equivalent weight, gram equivalent weight. Even you may can get our videos also. CDSR chemistry also I provided too many videos. Equivalent weight. Even if the definition is also came from chemistry. Every teacher they are telling simply n factor gram equivalent weight to gram molecular mass by n factor. So generally gram equivalent weight equal to gram atomic mass by n factor. This is the basic formula they are using every teacher. So how we are getting n factor? Information. Everything we are going to be explained with reasonably. So first, another definition of, definition for gram equivalent weight, sir. Gram equivalent weight. I'm explaining. First, listen. Then you make and write sentence. We have very good knowledge in English. Thus we make and write beautiful sentence. So I'm trying to explain this. Please listen here. I think so. Above one, I can rough it. 1 mole of electron charge. I make rough the services. Nothing, no. Everyone, I hope you noted down. I'm expecting. And I'm taking this the solution. Showing that the electrode. Every time you have to imagine this type of diagrams only. There is no option. These are the electrodes operated by different things. Okay, leave it. Now we are sending 1 Faraday of electricity, sir. How much I am sending? This I am sending Faraday electricity. If this is copper solution, copper going to deposit. Clear? Suppose this is cathode means copper going to deposit here. At anode oxidation takes place. That's also is there. That may be H2O2. That depends upon that is whatever. But when I'm sending 1 electricity, whenever I'm sending 1 Faraday electricity, whenever I am sending 1 Faraday electricity, how much Cu2 plus depositing at cathode? Are you getting the point? When 1 Farad of electricity passing through the solution, how much substance is deposited at electrode is called its equivalent weight. 1 Farad of electricity, when we are passing through the electrolytic solution, how much amount of substance deposited at electrode is called its equivalent weight. Got it? That same thing I try to write one sentence, but we can write proper sentence also. I am sending 1 Farad of electricity. The amount of substance is deposited at electrodes is called its equivalent weight. Please note down equivalent weight. The gram equivalent weight meaning 1 Faraday electrode passing through the solution. The amount of substance which is deposited at electrode is called its equivalent weight. So you make an right proper. I already discussed one normality calculation. When we are doing normality, we are using sir gram equivalent weight, molecular mass by n factor. We are using or not? H2SO for n factor is 2. Like that. Same. Equivalent weight means gram molecular mass by n factor. Get definition. Completed let that one. And next we'll discuss everything. Don't do that one. Already we discussed equivalent weight means normality calculation. You may forget that one. We are connecting all these things. Fine. So now equivalent weight concept we are going to discuss again one more time. Equivalent weight concept I am going to discuss. Please concentrate everyone. Very simple concept this is. And you won't get with respect to reasonably all these things with reasons. You can get by remembering way, but I am explaining with reasons. Please try to find out. We are connecting our basics to higher concepts. Once definition completed, look into here. Suppose sodium element is there, charge is 1 plus 1. This is 1 mole. I am sending 1 mole of electron. How much charge is there? That many electrons only we are sending, sir. We get Na. How much charge is there? Na plus. Only 1 charge. So 1 mole of electrons I am sending. 1 mole of electrons, sir, this is. 1 mole of electron. Nothing but 1 Faraday can I write? When I am passing electricity, how much depositing? Sodium 23 grams. So this is we call gram equivalent weight of sodium, sir. Similarly, you can write for magnesium. This is also 1 mole I am taking. How many electrons required? For 2 plus 2 moles of electrons required. 2 moles of electrons. Then gives magnesium. 2 mole means 2 Faraday, sir. 1 mole means 1 Faraday. 2 mole means 2 Faraday. 2 Faraday will give magnesium weight how much? 24 grams. But 1 Faraday means how much? X. That X equal to 12 grams. That nothing but equivalent weight of magnesium. Got it? Right? Aluminum you can write. Aluminum 3 moles of electrons. So 3 Faradays. 3 Faraday gives 27 grams of aluminum, and 1 Faraday equal to how much? I didn't talk anything. Just I wrote on screen. Then you are doing that is. That's why I didn't talk. Completed? So generally we know that 1 gram equivalent weight equal to gram atomic mass from for elements. Generally they are giving equivalent weight of any element equal to gram mass valency. Just 1 Faraday only out of it. So generally we know that one for sodium equivalent weight, gram equivalent weight of sodium equal to gram atomic mass by n factor we are using, sir. What is the sodium valency 1? We are getting 23 by 1. This is the 23. For magnesium, gram atomic mass by valency. This is 2. Magnesium is 2 plus. So 24 by 2, 12. For aluminum, 27 are atomic mass by 3, 9. So all the weights we are getting, whatever that valency, indirectly that number of Faradays only. So what we are using number of Faradays, that is the valence we are using here. So indirectly charge of the metal equal to that many Faradays. So sodium Na plus, only one charge, means 1 mole of electrons required. Mg2 plus, there are only 2 moles of electron required, that's a 2 Faraday. For aluminum 3 plus, how many Faradays required? 3 Faradays, that's by 3. So where did we get this valence? Nothing but from Faraday's only that concept also came. That valence nothing indirect number of electrons gained. Okay. So I think so you got it. Equivalent concept. For hydrogen you can try it. At anodes are for gases. For hydrogen, H plus required 1 electron or 1 mole of electron gives rise half H2 I can write, sir. 1 H equal to half H2. Nothing but half mole. I can write 1 H equal nothing but half H2. Array cancel 2 will get only 1 hydrogen. That is a representation. If you don't know practice that is a representation only. Wherever I am writing one element, you can write 1 by 2, H2 by 2. That is only for gases. So you may can check it here. 1 mole, 1 is 1 mole, nothing but 1 Faraday gives rise to many moles of oxygen. Half mole of oxygen. Half mole, 1 gram, sir. Half nothing but 1 gram of hydrogen. So 1 Faraday we are sending electricity, half mole H2 will get are 11.0 liters of gas at STP, sir. 11.2 liters of H2 at STP. 1 mole of ideal gas can occupy at STP 22.4 liters. We know very well this is. You may can take break and continue next class. If you want, you can note down this last sentence. Remaining next properly.